locals. You know, the community in Wellington and all the places that we traveled to knew what we were doing and knew of us, but they treated us like locals. We were there for so long. But after the movies came out, it was a totally different energy, so now people recognize us from the films, but it's still kind of local going back to Wellington.
Yay! Homemade signs, things like that.
Indeed.
Yeah. Now, Robin and Elijah, we've separated you in a sort of Jennifer sandwich because we were worried they might be slightly sick of the sight of each other. Because you have been together for some time now.
We've been doing, the voices for Happy Feet. Like, we record all together in the same room, which is kind of wonderful.
But that's really unusual, isn't it, to all be together?
Yeah, I guess, because, I mean, I forgot that when I did Aladdin, I was alone in the room, and then the first day, I said, do you mind if I try something? And they went, oh, sure, fine. And then 23 hours later, they have 40 different characters. But it was like... Wow. But it was this weird thing of most of the time you're alone and you're recording, and usually the director's someplace else, either New York or Australia, and it's like bad phone sex with NASA. We get it. But when you're together in the same room, it's a blast because you get to play off each other, which is wonderful.
Because you did Shrek 2?
Shrek 2.
Well, did you get to meet anybody? No.
Nobody.
No.
Not until the junket.
And they wouldn't even let you do a voice, would they? They just...
Well, I tried a few.
Oh.
But this is sort of what it ends up as.
And Elijah, apparently you noticed that Robin got quite warm in Australia while working.
Crazy. I mean, you're just doing a voice, but because you're working together, I was sweating more than Marlon Brando after a Mexican meal. It's just you get really worked up because you are full contact doing the voice, playing off each other. And plus, we had all these great comedians, all these the Los Amigos Penguinos. They're all like Carlos Alvarez, Johnny Sanchez, Lombardo Boyard. They're all these Latin comics who are great. Yeah. And you play off each other and you riff and you start to build a rhythm, which is great.
But is it true you sort of nearly passed out when you were doing Lovelace? Yeah,
I was just kind of kidding. Because Lovelace is, you know, part preacher, part pimp. I started doing this kind of... George is always there to go, no, don't be afraid, Robin, go, do it. And all of a sudden I realised, oh, no, I'm going to pass out. He'll have a great time. But he lets you go and you start riffing, and he would do stuff. He would just play, and then George would go, no, that's great, do it.
But do you worry about that? Because, I mean, you had a heart operation.
I had heart surgery. I have a cow valve, which is great because I can crap standing up now. But the surgery, once you have the surgery, you have to take it slow. It's weird. I can't eat meat because you're one of them. Yeah, it's like, no, have a cow? No, you're part cow, bastard.
Do you have to pace yourself? I mean, not to be indiscreet, but on the honeymoon, do you have to kind of think about it?
And Viagra is not your friend. No. After heart surgery, are you coming? No, I'm dying! No, you have to be very... Yeah, you do have to pace yourself.
Oh, OK, yeah.
Yeah, pace yourself. Yeah. Pace yourself. Are you ready, my dear? A bit of foreplay. That's enough. Let's go. Are we ready? Shall we? Yes, let's go down there. How are we doing? Better? Good luck using any of that.
Just because is it true you were on the same drug, that drug that Michael Jackson...
Well, Propofol, which his nickname is Milk of Amnesia. And Michael Jackson was taking Propofol to sleep, which is like doing chemotherapy because you're tired of shaving your head. It's like a drug. You wake up... I woke up from my heart surgery after Propofol. I had the surgery in Cleveland. After Propofol, I woke up from the surgery and went, where am I? And they went, Cleveland. And I went, why? And I looked down and there was wires and everything. I went, oh, I get it. But it's a devastatingly powerful drug. Wow. It has to be administered in a hospital situation, and he was doing it at home, so it's...
God.
Oh, yes, sir.
So you're all newly married, and I just met your daughter before the show.
Oh, she's wonderful. Zelda, she's an actress, and she's named after the video game Zelda.
No, see, OK, you can do that, but do you tell
her brother Mario. She was named... My wife was pregnant with her, and my first son, Zachary, was playing the video game, and he went, what about this as a name for a child? And I went, It's a great name.
It is a cute name.
It's wonderful. I mean, is she named after the alcoholic who swam in the fountain at the... You know, no. Not Zelda Fitzgerald. It's Zelda... And she's magical and wonderful. And I think she's grown up with it and done quite well with it.
But also, and this could give you ideas for names to name your children, she's now doing promotion for the game.
Yes.
And she gets paid to be called Zelda. That's genius. Next dog, Smirnoff. Smirnoff. Yeah. Don't make you have a sake again. Yeah. That's genius, though.
Well, who knew at the time? You go, you know, child, one day you'll be making money off this. Here's a little handheld device. Good luck.
So listen, back to Happy Feet. You reprise the two roles.
Yeah, Ramon and Lovelace.
And Lovelace has a new sweater now.
Yes, it's actually based on a true fact that in Australia, after there's oil spills and disasters where penguins are covered in oil, they use detergents to wash them off. And then they take, which causes them to lose all their natural insulation. So there's a group of little ladies in Australia who knit jumpers for penguins. Yes. And they're basically, you know, these are all for the little ones, you know. and they knit these penguin sweaters that the penguins wear until their feathers grow back.
That's adorable.
It's really sweet.
Yeah. Are they like tank tops, or do they do a thin arm?
A lovely gay jumper. What are you doing? I want something to make my flippers look good. I don't know.
Is it true you were supposed to do 3?
Initially, they had me doing the voice of the Scottish penguin.
That's right.
Yeah, but then it sounded too much like Mrs. Doubtfire on steroids, so it was like... and eventually, just doing 2 voices is great. I mean, just to do any voice in a cartoon is pretty wonderful.
And Elijah, was it on a TV show they made you look after a real penguin?
Yes, I think it was the Today Show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and the penguin pooed on me. If I remember correctly. But that happens all the time on chat shows when they have animals.
Oh, yeah, big time.
You know,
penguin thinking.
It doesn't bother me. I mean, it's a bird, and that's what happens.
Did they offer you free dry cleaning, that kind of thing?
They may have had a wet wipe, perhaps.
Years ago, I worked with an orangutan on Mork and Mindy. Oh. And I was walking down the street with the orangutan, and they're sweet. They're kind of like old Jews, like, hello, nice. I was walking down the street, and I was holding the orangutan's hand, and all of a sudden, the orangutan reached up very slowly and undid my fly. And then all of a sudden, the trainer went, no, Tommy, no. And he zipped it back up again.
You are kidding me.
I also met Coco the gorilla. I met her. She signs, you know.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, and she was very sweet. And she met me, and I guess because I'm so hairy, she went, I'd like to take you in the back room. And the trainer said, if she takes you back there, I can't help you. I was hit on by a gorilla, so that'd be a great story for a bar, going, I had a crazy night, and I picked up a wonderful lady, and I went, really? I slept with a gorilla. How was it? But it was crazy.
All right, listen, we must have a look at a clip. Happy Feet is out on December the 2nd, and this is both of your voices in action.
Hola, amigos! Come on! You came!
Of course we came.
We heard the news.
Where's Ramon? He is no longer with us.
He's in a better place.
Next to Carmen!
Carmen! No, wait! I wouldn't want you to get cold feet, my darling.
I am not your darling.
See, what did I tell you, Carmen? No backbone. All squishy.
Hey, back off! I'm a Carmen-only facility.
Ramon, it's incredible. Everybody came.
Except for that guy who stayed behind because he had the sniffles. Oh, no, he's here.
Jennifer Saunders, we must all hail the return of Ab Fab. Now, yes. It seems churlish to complain before they've even come on.